Hey, a playa, with the school year coming to a close, you might be wondering, well, now how am I going to be social and meet other people? Trust me on this. There are 5 other places that you can meet people outside of school, and I'm going to share where they are right now. For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single week I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. But before I get into the 5 scenarios, I do want to say that later on in this video, I'm going to share a resource with you that's going to help make your conversations stand out no matter who you're talking to. So stay tuned for that. Now, the first place that you can meet someone new is at an event in your area. Whether it's a concert or a sports game, there are lots of things going around in your town or city. So take advantage of them and put yourself out there. Here's an example. A few years ago, I wanted to go see Kina Grannis in concert, but none of my friends really cared about her and just didn't want to go. I knew I would be going to that concert alone. And one thing that scared me about it is that I felt like I would be awkwardly standing there by myself during the concert. The truth is, lots of people go to concerts by themselves, but for me particularly, I felt like it would be weird. So I told myself, at this concert, I wanted to make friends. Even if it was only for the concert experience, I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to have someone to share that experience with. But I was worried that these people would think I was some weirdo just walking up to them. And that's when it hit me. These people liked Kina Grannis as well. We had that shared element in common. So all I had to do was open up and talk to them about Kina Grannis. I walked up to about 3 or 4 different groups of people that night. And the last group that I approached was a group of girls that I just became friends with for the concert. We enjoyed the music, we sung it out loud together, and we just enjoyed that experience together. To this day, I'm still friends with those girls online, and I learned a very valuable lesson that night. If you're putting yourself outside of your comfort zone and going to an event, chances are everyone else there has the same common interests as you. So it's an easy conversation to start and an easy way to make new friends. Plus, if you spot someone there that you think is really cute, you already have an in with them. You have a shared common interest, and that's the perfect place to start any conversation. The second way that you can meet new people that most people just don't take advantage of is through a friend. Let's say you have 1 or 2 really close friends, and those close friends have 1 or 2 other close friends, and the network goes on and on. Before you know it, there are tons of people outside of your main circle that you've never met before. Those are new opportunities for you to develop new friendships. Now, I know you might be thinking, yeah, but my friends really only know the same people that I do. We don't really get out that much. But trust me, everyone has some level of external friendships. Whether it's someone they ride bikes with in the neighborhood or someone they went to summer camp with, there are always other people in our lives that we meet outside of school. So you should always be willing to meet someone else that's a friend of your friend and vice versa. Introduce your friends to the people that you know outside of school. For example, a few years ago, one of my guy friends was dating a girl, so he decided to bring her around and introduce her to all his friends. Well, in turn, we got to know her better, and then she decided to introduce us to all her friends. So there was these 2 merging of the groups, and we became really close friends with all these other girls. I would have probably never met that group of girls had I not been introduced to them, and as the years went on, we became closer friends. Some of us got in relationships with them, some of us became really good friends. Overall, we formed a friendship that lasted years and years. Now, this may mean merging with a different group of people that you didn't self-select as friends, but you have the opportunity to make new friends there, to expand your circle even more. So why not just take it? The third place you can meet people outside of school is by going to a party. Yes, maybe some of the same people from your school will be at those parties, but it's still an opportunity for you to meet them outside of the school context in a more relaxed, fun environment where you can actually be more yourself. And you might be thinking, well, now that school is over and I don't really talk to anyone, how am I going to get invited to parties? This is where you need to expand your idea of what a party actually is, because to party with someone really just means to hang out, to get a group of people together, to just spend time together having a good time. So one thing you can try doing is to get a bunch of people together to throw your own party. Maybe you guys can all go bowling or have a pizza party or watch a movie premiere together. Either way, organize an event and tell people to invite other people. That's the best way to bring new people into your network. For example, years ago, me and my friends used to throw tons of themed parties, and we'd invite all our friends, which in turn they would invite their friends, which gave me the opportunity to meet new people. As I met those new people, I'd invite them to the next party, and the chain would go on and on. Sometimes putting yourself out there is more about hosting and creating an experience that people want to be a part of, rather than hoping that other people invite you to theirs. The fourth way that you can meet new people is by picking up a social hobby and putting yourself out there to do it. Maybe that's joining a local sports team or forming a band with you and your friends. Either way, the whole point really is to do something where you're out of your element, being out there in the real world where people can see you. That way, not only do you have the opportunity to make new friends with people that have the same hobby as you, but there are also people who enjoy watching it and will come watch you do it that you can then become friends with as well. Here's an example. I make YouTube videos, right? I'm pretty sure you're aware of that, but through YouTube, I've made so many new friends, whether other creators that I highly respect and enjoy their content, or people that have been fans of my channel and have talked to me and become friends with me. And while making YouTube videos is a pretty isolating experience, I'm kind of here by myself right now, it's still a social experience for me because as I put up new videos and I interact with people, I get their feedback, I learn their stories, I'm able to talk to people that I never would talk to in any other circumstance because I never would meet them. Not to mention, I've met so many of these awesome internet people in real life at places like VidCon. So if you have a hobby that you can connect with other people, even if it's online, that's still a way to develop more friends and to be more social. And the fifth way that you can meet new people is by having a job. Now, for some of you, that might mean taking on a summer job, which has the benefit of giving you a little bit of extra cash in your pocket, but also allows you to be a little bit more social throughout the summer. Here's an example. Back when I was in college, I decided to take on an internship. Now, in this internship, I would go every Friday, and it was through that program that I met different people, other young people that were around my age that I became closer friends with. And when college was finally out for the summer, and I didn't really see my college friends throughout the entire summer break, I knew that going to this internship was still an opportunity for me to talk to these brand new people, to just form new friendships, people that I could be friends with throughout the summer. Now, if you're taking on a summer job, that might mean befriending your coworkers or becoming friends with the people that are regular customers that come to where you work. Either way, it's still something social for you to do. You're putting yourself in an environment where you're interacting with people. And I think the mistake a lot of people make throughout the summer is that they shut themselves out. They go into their hibernation stage and just stay at home. But you're not going to meet new people if you do that. School is an easy way to be social. Your crush is always there, your friends are always there, there's always people around. So it's when you're not in school that you're faced with a real challenge, to put yourself out there in creative and different ways to make new friends. And now you might be thinking, well, now that I know where to meet people and how to go about doing it, what do I talk to them about? And that's where this free guide comes in right here. These are 20 icebreaker conversation starters, things you can use to just kind of get to know someone, to open up to them, and to get them to open up to you. Test them out, guys. I've used them tons of times, and I know tons of you guys have as well, and you've told me, you've sent me messages saying that they have worked, so go check it out. And after you download that guide, what I want you to do is to check out the video over here, where I break down things that you need to do before school ends. Trust me, before the year ends, you're going to want to make sure you have all these things in order. So check out that video to see how you should end things off with your crush and more. On that note, guys, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.